That's an interesting pose to come back to. There we go. Hey everybody! On camera. Right there, you're looking at me. This episode might be short. We have one more mission to do in Real Fishing Masters Challenge. So this might be like 5 minutes or something. I have no idea what the last mission is. I might just call it a stream right then and there, even though it's 5 minutes. I don't know what else I could have planned to get done. Other news. Slug updated. Happy Plush updated to Sad Plush. That's like we got that far in Revenant Saga last time. Don't know if there's gonna be Revenant Saga stream because it's getting just damn hot and it's just hard to stream when it's like everything's a million degrees. Both inside and out. Let's get on to the fishing because this thing really wants to like go to sleep on me and then screw everything up. Okay, good. Still alive. Let's see here. Mission list. I have gotten A's on all missions. All of them. So far, I should say. Don't know how this last mission's gonna be. One of these was a real pain in the ass. Because not only was it timed, it wanted you to get, like, the gigantic fish. I have the Poseidon rod. And oh boy, is that thing broken. And my hotkey didn't save when I went to start my recording. I might just download the video and like edit it from there. Yeah, well, I'm gonna do that. Just save my bandwidth now. Mission. Last mission. Today I'm going after a fish larger than any I've taken on before. The last step before my ultimate challenge, so maybe 2 missions left. The Atlantic Tarpon. Is that the white fish? 2,000 points, unlimited time. I need to catch gigantic ones or those large ones? And I'm using the large swisher. As you can see, this rod is red, orange, yellow, blue with wings on it. That 9,000 points was just me, trying to get out of a mission. That's how broken this is. That's just like 3 fish or something. And since I don't need any new fish, like any more points, I'm free to basically just do this. You can see the reel to the left has wings on it at the bottom of the line. And you can see kind of how easy it is to like reel fish in. Points times 3. Like, what is this lure supposed to look like? What kind of, like, fish thing? But yes, this is the, when I get the omake done. Since I'm still working on getting all the, extra bits done. There we go. That's 370 times 3. That's a ludicrous amount of points. It's like over 9. It's like 1,000 points. But you know, if we're getting in the last missions, we're probably gonna need the last rod. And grinding for those last points wasn't so bad. I mean, once you start trying to get A's on all the missions, you usually end up around near that, 95,000 points you need. Anyways. I'm surprised the Vita actually, like, stayed, like, behaved itself. I know I've been kind of lazy updating the YouTube page for, like, videos and stuff. But I kind of wanted to get this done to, like, have, like, this whole playlist done when I upload, like, the last episode. Don't worry, I have all of the last episode, so, like, if Twitch eats it, I have the last episode saved locally. We got that shop quest done, didn't we? Looks like this is just nothing but Atlantic Tarpon. Not what I want. I want the big fishies. Don't worry, I've run out of the tackle. I've got 13,000 points. I don't care. I don't care about points. Screw how much lure I have. I have money. Need the big fish. No, you're not the big fish. I need the gray ones, not the blue ones. Do I need these? Nope. Need the gray ones. Hope everybody's been doing good. I've been melting. It's been like 90, 95 around here, outside. And while I do have fans and air conditioning, like the heat of like the monitors and like having like every device on, like I have the Vita on, I have my phone on as like a secondary like a tertiary monitor. And then 2 monitors, and then the ring light on the camera. And it's like I do have like 3 fans on me currently, but like, you know, they're just pushing air. They're not pushing cold air. And since I shut my door for privacy, that like means I don't get any airflow. And since heat rises, it's like I need to be in the floor to be like the extra cold. I'm trusting Twitch has got my back on this. Yeah, then again, I don't trust Twitch after what they did to Bunzel. I don't trust Twitch at all. Like, it's time to start looking for a new streaming platform. What sucks about Twitch is that if you have affiliate, they're like, you can't restream anywhere else. Because of course they don't want you to leave Twitch. You're dragging in money for them now. They're putting ads on your page. And honestly, there's really nowhere to move to. I think Mixer's dead. Hitbox is dead. I think Hitbox is dead. Trying to remember what everything... Beam Pro, did that become Mixer or Hitbox? I remember there's like another site that's trying to be a streaming service, but they're also like a quote-unquote free speech platform, which, you know, those free speech platforms are like, yeah, we let all the Nazis on. So that's not fun. I mean, it's almost like you just have to go back to the days of, like, RTMP streams. I don't care if it got away. I don't need small fry. Like, back when I first started streaming, which was like a long ass time ago, basically what you would do is, like, you'd stream from your own IP address, and then people would connect to your IP address and then watch your stream, like, on, whatever web page. Like, they'd have to type your damn it, none of these are, like, the right fish. And then, like, and then do it that way, which... Are you even, like... You're not even the right fish, are you? No, you're not. Okay, whatever. I think you're worth extra points just for being a different fish. Yeah, that's definitely not target. am looking at, like, other fishing games. I haven't set up, like, 3D Paradise yet. I've just kind of just been distracted with lots of other things. I also found out that, Cardfight Vanguard actually has an app, a mobile app that you can play the game. I hear it's kind of a stripped down version of the game. Maybe not like super stripped down, but like some of the rules are a bit more loose. Although I'm not certain if that was like... I was looking at the Japanese version, and I think those might have been like the recent reviews, or like just the top reviews, which might not be the recent review. But yeah, I really want to get into Cardfight Vanguard because it looks like, while some of the cards are like the typical anime was a mistake, a lot of the cards look like they actually aren't. I mean, they're kind of the typical eye roll kind of art, but not so much to where it's like, you know, I don't think kids should be playing this game. I mean, there is the dragon with boobs, but... like, there seems to be a lot more diversity in the cards. Like, you could actually have a whole deck of just pretty boys. Whereas in Yu-Gi-Oh, you'd be kind of hard-pressed to find the pretty boys. Damn it, fish! It's gonna be 2 hours of this mission, isn't it? And it's like, I know some people have links to other, like, there's like another fishing anime that's come up. But it's more seinen kind of anime. It's like cute girls doing cute things. Which I'm not really into that because it's not my thing. Hey Fedora. What's up? How you been? But I still gotta get through, our time at Breakwater. But they introduced the club leader and professor, and she is, like, really kind of annoying. It's like, there's no point in having a character you're rooting for if the advisor's just gonna come by and, like, sweep her legs out from under her. Talking, like, what was it, episode 5 or 6? With, like, the clams? The manila clams, I think they were? Okay, that's mission target. Yes! 20 fish! 20 fish to end this mission. And, like, 2 of them aren't even, like the target fish. Like, that one and... okay, 3 of them. What is it, 305 is the target? 304... yeah, there's 305, 306 is the target. Aw yeah, A. Nice day for fishing, ain't it? It's actually a really hot day. I've been kind of melting slowly, which is why, like, which is why fishing is late. So it was like, it was a nice day for fishing. Haha. It's also morning. As of today, I've caught all the fish listed in my dad's notes. The quest is over. I followed in his footsteps to the end of the road. I'm content with the outcome. Always morning, always good day for fishing. Then we all get beamed into the isekai world that's always morning and always fishing, and everyone's like, why aren't you fishing? You should be fishing. I'm content with the outcome. I think Dad would be content too. I appreciate my dad so much now. Thanks for showing me the way, Dad. But the real challenge starts now. It's actually good advice. I might actually, like, I have a bottle around here. I might actually throw it in the freezer. But I mostly have been keeping mine in just the fridge part. But, like, when I take it out of the fridge, it's already sweating. And then, like, by the time I get it to my desk, it's, like, kind of warm. I'm like, damn, it's too hot. I'm going after the guardian of the lake, the white dragon. I'm trying to think of, like, what white fish is in the lake that could be considered a dragon. The tarpon I caught today was enormous, but the guardian of the lake will be even more of a monster. Like, where's the fishing, the shonen fishing anime to where they have, like, spirits in their rods? And they have to, like, I don't know, catch some weird, bizarre alien fish or something. It's the end of summer, the right time of year. I mean, City Spirits, Ace Angler, as it was translated, was like, why isn't there an anime of that? There's like an anime of everything. Like, every isekai manga and light novel has an anime. Why not every toy? Every Bandai Namco toy? I wish it was the end of summer. That would mean it's starting to become fall. And I wouldn't be melting. Right time in there, if only that fog would come. Just then I heard the baying of some beast in the distance. The wind suddenly died. I sensed in my bones that the mood of the forest had shifted somehow. My hunch was right, the fog is rising over the lake. My wish has been granted. It will be out there today, I know it. The white dragon awaits. We're going into Silent Hill to find our fish. I'm going to save here, only because I am not doing a local recording, and if, like, Switch is like, hey, this part of your video is muted, I'm gonna have to record the whole thing. Yeah, like spitting things that have summons in it. Kinda like Beyblade. I mean, if you could make an anime about fighting tops, you can make an anime about anything. Like, I mean, Beyblade's like the kind of the most ridiculous, because it's like, I've watched some Beyblade and it's like, they're tops. Like, once you start them spinning, you can you control them? I mean, like in a real Beyblade fight, you can't. It's just all, it's left all the physics, but like, in like the anime, I'm like, do they control them? Are they using their mind to control them? Or like, what I was also watching some Vanguard before this, and it's like, like, just, it seemed like they weren't reading what the card abilities were. They just were like, ha, this is my super top summon, I'm going to win with it. And they don't look at the other cards the opponent has that's like the, oh yeah, I'll like discard this one, draw 5, and like, oh, you're dead. I win. It's the power of friendship! The heart of the cards! That reminds me that I watched someone play through Slay the Spire with like a Yu-Gi-Oh mod on it. You can play like Yugi and Kaiba and probably some other people. I knew it! Fog wreathed the cabin. The dead rise from the basement in which I have gained the 3- wait, no, that's a different game. Beyond, out in the lake somewhere, my ultimate adversary lies waiting. Lend me your strength now, Dad. Get into my rod. Yeah, what's like even, I guess even more wacky is that you can have like tons of mods on at the same time. So there was like Yu-Gi-Oh! Versus Toho, and I think there's a lobotomy department mod. Or was it Lobotomy Corporation mod? And you could just mix and match, have fun with them. We are getting a, looks like a goldfish. Ooh, spooky. Let me see. I haven't played Lobotomy Core yet, but it looks interesting. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, Control's like a good SCP game, but it seems like it's just a lot of shooting and stuff. But then I looked at Lobotomy Corporation, it's like, it actually has containment and, like, breaches and... I don't know, the one person I saw playing it, there was like a train, like you had to like, you had to have people like flip these switches at a certain time, or like there's a train that would come by and like murder people. Only 200 hours? That's like nothing, right? Right? What are you? Looks like some kind of Arapaima, like an albino Arapaima. It is an Arapaima. It's just a white Arapaima. Hey Bunzel, what's up? Happy Fishing Gaming Wednesday. Got a game before Wednesday ends. This is the Super Guardian Legendary Awesome Fish. Which is just an albino Arapaima, it seems. That's like extremely big. Yeah, grade A. I think this is like the last mission. Snakefish. I mean, if it's roll credits, then I guess, yeah. It said it was the last chapter, and usually there's like a couple missions per chapter, but so I don't know. That majestic form rising up before my eyes, it took my breath away. The white body, the lurid red eyes, a dragon if there ever was one. It's just an albino arapaima. It's just a fish. And after a titanic struggle, it really wasn't that titanic. I caught the guardian of the lake. It was kind of easy, you know, so easy, barely an inconvenience. Then again, I had like the cheat rod. My quest ended in triumph. I found myself slumped down on the spot. I felt some presence behind me and turned to look. There I saw the forest animals. Oh my god! I saw the forest animals gathered. Was I in a Disney film? Gazing silently at... That's too ridiculous. Then again, that last game was kind of ridiculous. And then I knew I had to throw the white dragon back before I got mauled by all the forest creatures. Release it into the lake again. Probably should take a picture first. Like, is this kind of a horror game? Like, there was fog on the lake, and then I caught the fish, and then all the forest animals like, you're gonna put that fish back in the lake, right? If you take that fish home and kill the fish, we're gonna murder you. So I hurled that massive white monster back in the water it came from. Oh no, the fish spirits. The white dragon leapt once above the surface, then vanished into the depths, as if it was flagging me off. Meanwhile, the animals vanished, and soon the fog lifted from the lake. Yeah, okay, that is a horror story. Real Fishing Masters Challenge kind of gets into the horror story. Like, I can see some kind of, like, a horror story. Like, I caught the fish, and, like, I was keeping it in, like, a cabin, and then all the, like, animals tried to murder me until I knew I had to release it. What happened here? You're in a real fishing game. Apparently they get supernatural sometimes. It was like waking up from a dream. But my arms were still aching from the struggle with the mighty beast. You took a picture, right? It's really all over now. I can go back home to my family. I only spent a whole fucking year here away from them. Have I become the best dad I can be? No! You're a fisherman! You went out, you fished up a huge white arapaima, and then you're gonna go home and be like, hey, I fished up an arapaima that was like an albino. And everyone's gonna be like, ooh, cool, you got any pictures? And you're gonna be like, no, I forgot to take a picture. Few years later, I mean, there is a horror RPG game called Mermaid's Lake that's, like, supposed to be about mermaids and stuff. But it's less about fishing and more about, like, some creepy experiment stuff going on. Source, just trust me, bro. Basically. A few years later, I took my family to the cabin. And if you're gonna say that the fish is still alive after all these years, I'm gonna call shenanigans. I took my son by the hand and we got eaten by fish, and we walked down to the lake shore. I can still remember the dreamlike landscape we saw that day. Like out of Silent Hill. Maybe I continued to fish. So, I thought he was going to sort of kind of put a lid on fishing and get back to his family, but it looks like he just dragged his son out to the lake. I caught many more fish in my time. No experience will ever top the one I had here, where the animals almost mauled me to death for, like, trying to murder their guardian. Of course I logged it in my own fishing notes. For my son. The fog rose on the lake. No doubt that monster was out there. It's just a fish! So, is this continuing the legacy of being a kind of bad father that convinces their son cooking eggs is an accomplishment? Probably. Oh, I had a lot of comments on the Legend of the River King for the PS2 that you played. And then a huge white form splashed up from the surface of the lake. It's just an Arapaima, son, an albino one. Don't worry about it. Daddy, what fish is that? It's the guardian of the lake. People call it the white dragon. It's just a white Arapaima. What a cool fish! I caught it once. Wow, then I want to catch it too. Yeah, let's abuse and bully the poor fish just because it just happens to be albino. Again, the white dragon leapt up from the lake, as though to say to my son, I accept your challenge. And then it, like, crawled to into my son's dreams and it's like, hey kid, you gonna fight me yet? You wanna fight? Fight me? Fight? Come on, fight! Fight! Or so it seemed to me. It seemed like an interesting game, minus Twitch being evil. Apparently there's some river sounds that were DMCA'd on Bunzel's video, and of course when they get DMCA'd they get muted. And if you download the video, all those spots are like muted in your download. So there's no archive of that. I heard my wife's voice calling in the distance. Time for dinner! There's a way? Well, I think the video, I think the video's been deleted now because, Twitch is kind of like, oh, if you don't highlight your, video within a certain time, we just delete them. Unless you're like a Prime member or a partner or something. But of course, when you highlight it, all of those parts are still muted. And unless you save a local copy, yeah, that's only if you save a local copy. Oh. Yeah, usually with YouTube, I upload it on the website, and I wait until it says, like, past 100%, and it's already processed the SD one before I, like, skitter away from the site. Three of us left the lake shore behind. A gentle breeze off the lake rustled the leaves. I also remember the time that you could just directly upload videos to Twitch, like you do YouTube, but they stopped doing that. The forest seemed to be welcoming us back into its embrace. Credit roll! My dear son, this note is incomplete. I couldn't finish it myself. I no longer have time for it. I am also dead. Captions. Where'd my captions go? No time to write. Busy fishing. There's my captions. But there are many other fish to catch, and I hope you catch all those fish and complete this note. I know you can do it. Thank you, my son. I love you. Dad. Those captions are just on the web captioner site. And, oh yeah, he cooked the eggs. Yeah, like, or like trying to cook and prepare a fish, like, properly. It's just, here's an omelet. Yeah, it's a web captioner, and, my font is Nunito. Yeah, that's it. The font is Nunito, and, I just have it, like, after 2 seconds to scroll up. And then the background is just one I just hastily made in, Krita. I know most people use, like, the dyslexic font, but I'm of two minds on that. So I've heard, like, it helps, but it doesn't help. And it's like, I just kind of want a little bit of style to my stuff. Also, when these get uploaded to YouTube, it automatically adds the captions as an SRT, I do believe. So people can use whatever font on YouTube they want. And that is a Real Fishing Masters Challenge. Thanks, I appreciate it. I was trying to get it to look kind of like a visual novel thing, but I'm one that's like, I'd rather have all of the screen for the game and less screen for, like, the rest of the stuff. Because I know some streamers have, like just a postage stamp kind of size, for the game, and then the rest of it is just flare, and it's like, it's whatever the style is. But he's calling me. I don't know who they are. They get ignored. Let's see if there's anything new in the shop. Alright, what lure bait did we not buy? We didn't buy the diving minnow. Well, they're a VTuber, so it's like low-cut lines or drawn lines. But it's like I don't. It's like I mostly hate the postage size stamp gameplay because I'm like, I'm here for the gameplay. Like, people's avatars are kind of, and cameras and stuff are kind of like secondary. They're just kind of like something for my brain to stare at sometimes when, like, I'm not staring at the game. I think those I got for free and I never used them. Soft stick bait RW. Never used those either, I don't think. Or I did and I ran out. Sand shrimp I used, I just ran out. Diving minnow I used, I just ran out. Blowfish I've used. Used that one. I don't know if I've used this one. Fair enough. I mean, everybody has their own, like, preferences on what they want out of Twitch. I usually like to see different gameplay. Like, never used that before. Never used that before. Those are the last two. Like, wait, I wasn't done yet. Like, everybody, it's like when the Legend of Mana series came out, everyone's playing that, and it's like, I just kind of feel like it's spoilers. Like, I look at his thumbnail, and I might see a spoiler on it, and like, I don't want to see spoilers, I might eventually want to play the game eventually, even though it's been out for, like, forever. Which is kind of like I did start looking for fishing games, since it doesn't seem like anybody plays fishing games. Nope, that was like the best rod ever. There's... Who else is there? Oh, wait. Aquarium stuff. Got some of those. Sunken steamship, I can buy that now. remember if I have saltwater rocks. I can just buy all the aquarium stuff now. I don't care about where my points are going. The Char Squigs is also fishing oriented, but often streams JRPGs that have fishing in them. That's cool. I have to look the other two up, or at least the last one up. I don't know what I'm gonna do once I run out of real fishing games. Porcupine fish! Yeah, I'm still interested in that, although I'm not certain that I'm going to be able up to the area I need to be to participate. Let's see some shoutouts. There's Bunzel. It's 20 for Dora. Yeah, go ahead and link me, or just put in the username, like the full username, like what comes after the /twitch.tv, because that's kind of the easiest to do, and I'm not certain how I have links set up here. You're welcome. I don't know why I'm shoving an air balloon underneath the ocean, but here we are. Oshino Char. Oh, snipper clips. Squigs the fishing guy. Resident Evil. That's a fishing game, right? There we go. We got all of the peeps now. I'm surprised they don't have a Resident Evil fishing game yet. I mean, if that person, like, did a lot of fishing in the past, I can see it, but then, like, you know, if you popped up out of nowhere, called yourself the fishing guy, and then you're only known for playing, like, I guess, survival horror games, that's like, why are you the fishing guy if you don't play, like, at least a couple fishing games? Oh. Ammons. Bun Bun Pranaja. I honestly can't do the arcadey Sega ones. I am bad at arcade fishing. Change our toys. And I've got all of the toys! Gotta put the, porcupine fish. And maybe a hot air balloon? There's a couple VR fishing games. Hunter Dan's Bow Fishing Survival Challenge? I might have heard of it. I might have heard of it. Not certain. I did a lot of fishing in Warframe, though. Sounds like fun. You just hunt fish with a bow. Yeah, let's just overload the tank with just garbage. This, that, and everything. Those are also 3. Well, no vegetation, only statues. I kind of wish they gave me some kind of aquarium thing to, like, put in the tank for, like, beating the game. Like, here's, like, a cool gold statue or something. That sounds kind of sad. It also sounds like what you do in Warframe is that you basically spearfish. Awesome! Dying in a fishing game is awesome. Like... Can I put the... No. About to say, at least let me put, like, the guardian fish in here, even though technically we put it back in lake. I put a goldfish in there. One thing I didn't like about Warframe fishing is that you can still be attacked when you're fishing by the enemies and, like, die really easily. But that's about the only thing I miss out of Warframe. That game is grindy as hell, and if anyone wants to tell you, oh, you can earn all of the things in it, they're lying. There is a lot that is locked behind platinum. Oh, where's the bubbles that make the little wheel spin? Gotta have the bubbles that make the wheel spin. Clownfish family. There's my underwater hot air balloon. Don't ask how it works, it just does. And porcupine fish. Yeah, it's pretty bright and shiny, but it gets really repetitive after a while. There's like 3 different enemy factions that you fight over and over and over again. And then, like I said, lots of the stuff is you have to grind for it. Or just straight up pay platinum for it. And the only reason I played it so long is because it was on the Switch. Back when I didn't have a working computer. All the way to the bottom. But I'm forgetting, I think the fish you get points for or something, and you can trade them in for certain things. But I remember some of the fish were like a pain in the ass to catch. Because of course, it's a free online MMO game that they want you to like... to pay for. They want to make it as horrible as possible to play, so you'll open your wallet to get further, instead of going, you know, this game's miserable. I think I'll play something else. Which, that's a problem I have with a lot of MMOs, is that they're all built to be miserable, unless they're the ones you actually pay a subscription for. And even then, some of those make it miserable because they want you to pay even more money for, like, their microtransaction shop they have for the game that you pay for. That you keep paying for. But I could do a whole rant about MMOs and how all of them are messed up. That, like, I remember back in the day when you paid to play an MMO, all of this stuff was in the game. You're supposedly paying the subscription fee to keep the server running. But all of the costumes, the unlocks, all of that was in the game. And you either had to, like, just, like, do the event when it happened at the year, or, buy it in the auction house, or just, like, when you got up to that level, that was just, like, the thing you did. But now it's like, oh, you pay $60 to buy the MMO, then you pay $40 for each expansion, Then you pay $15 to play the MMO that you paid $60 plus $40. Then you go into the game and like, oh, you want that shiny dragon mount? Now you're gonna have to cough up 20 bucks for it, or more. Like, I'm already paying for the game, and then I'm paying for the expansions, which is still paying for the game. And then I'm paying a subscription fee on top of that, and now you want me to keep paying on top of that? Like, that is just absolute greed. Like, if they had, oh, you can play World of Warcraft free, and, like, then all the stuff that you get with a subscription you have to buy, you can pay, like, microtransactions for, because, you know, maybe you don't want, like, this part that the subscription gives you, or that part the subscription gives you, and you like your stripped-down version of the game, but maybe you just want the shiny dragon mount. Okay, maybe that's okay. You're a free player, you're still paying, like, to play the game. Maybe not $20 for a dragon mount, because I think $20 for a digital anything is, like, highway robbery. Like, I really hate the people that are like, oh, it's just cosmetics. It's like, they're cosmetics they want you to pay $50 for. If it was like, oh, this suit costs $3, yeah, okay, maybe it wouldn't be so bad to, like, say, oh, it's just cosmetics. Because $3 is, like, not a terrible lot of money, but it's not just, like, $3. It's, like, maybe $3 and maybe you won't even get what you want. Like, I've been poking at PSO2, and with the free scratch card, I'm getting stuff for female avatars. I don't play a female avatar. I have my pretty boy robot I like to stare at. And I've only gotten, like, one thing for my pretty boy robot that I'm never gonna use. Oh, and then the other one was, I didn't know it at the time, which was, like the other side of there's two different PSO2s. There's the new Genesis, and then there's PSO2, the regular version. All of your money doesn't cross over. The only thing that crosses over is the A is the currency, the gems and the premium currency. But like the like one scratch tickets is what they call their gacha. It doesn't. You have to. They're different between the two of them, and they have these fun tickets in PSO2, which you get fun points for using people's avatars, your friends' avatars, when you go out partying. And like, I didn't know it at the time, but I got the one for like the personal housing, and like, oh, you can get like different themes for your personal housing. I'm like, oh cool, I'll probably not get the one that I want. Well, I did get the one that I want, but then it's like, oh, to change your personal housing, you have to pay for it. Like, why would you give me this stuff I need to pay to use? Why would you not just put that behind a paywall? Then I wouldn't get it, because then I'd have to pay, which then I can use it because I'm paying. It just was totally ridiculous. Get away! Which I hear Fishing Planet is free, but it's a free MMO, which, like, it's grindy. It's like, I think that's pretty much every free MMO at this point. It's just gonna be a grind fest. if it's not just outright, it's not grindy, they just want you to open your wallet. It's like, it's pay to win. Oh, there's the otter. Cute little otter. I was also saw one of my friends playing Elder Scrolls Online, and that one's like, you buy the game and then they still nerf you until you pay their subscription fee. Like, they expect you to pay for the game and then pay for the game, and you can't even really pay the game that you played without paying to unlock it. Oh, I was about to say $5 isn't too bad for a, and then I paused and saw 3 to 4 day membership, and I'm like, oh. It was $5 for a monthly kind of subscription thing. That isn't terrible. But then it's like only 3 to 4 days, and like, that's kind of terrible. I mean, how is the gameplay of Fishing Planet? Can you use a controller? Because that's like another thing. It's like, I'm probably going to be wanting to use a controller. Because I mean, fishing with a controller is kind of weird sometimes. If it's not set up for a controller. Like, this game is obviously set up for a controller. Road Trip Adventure is set up to use a controller. Like, Fishing Fighters, Fighting Fishing, that game for the Switch, not set up to use a controller. You can use a controller, but it's better if you use use the controls as they intend you to use. Which is with like with the real thing. Which, like, I finally found like the rod attachment for my Switch. I actually found a game that I can use it with. Which is that game. Anyway, I know it's a shorter stream, but mission accomplished. We beat Real Fishing Road Trip Adventure. Wait, no. That's the last game. Real Fishing Masters Challenge. Next is Real Fishing 3D Paradise on the 3DS, I do believe. I think. I want to say it's on the 3DS. If there's a Wii U version, I'll see if I can get that one up and running. I don't think no, 3DS came out after the Wii. Don't think there's another Vita version. I think the one for the I don't think there was one on the PS4 or... Well, I can't do the PS4 one anyways, because A, I don't have a PS4, and B, I don't have a capture card yet. The one on the Switch is Road Trip Adventure, so I've already done that one. I think the one for the PS4 is also Road Trip Adventure, which I've already done. Um, trying to see all of the, let's see. I think that's all of the handhelds and the, yeah, I think the next one is 3DS. Then PSP or DS or both. I'd have to look those up. Which one is it, the PSP or is it the DS? Because I think they only have like one per console generation now. And then before that's the PS2, and then the PlayStation 1, and then I am out of real fishing games, and I'm going to have to find another series to play, which might be the Legend of the River King. Might start with the Game Boy games, and then might get to the PS2 game. And I might actually play the games that weren't localized. I might try and hack together some way to try and translate the text to English. Although, probably not Game Boy Color, Game Boy Color, because I've tried to translate this other, Retrieve? This game called Retrieve for, the Game Boy Color. I think it's Game Boy or Game Boy Color, and it doesn't do a good job with the pixel text. It just can't figure out some of like the characters, and I can't figure out some of the characters for the pixel text. So, but I might actually just go into like at least try to attempt it even with pixel text. A bunch of SNES fishing games. Look into those too. There's a lot of... The ones I look for the Game Boy seem to be kind of like RPG-ish kind of ones, which is interesting. Like they looked at a Legend of the River King and they're like, you know what? Let's make one of those. But then again, I've seen RPG games made about baseball and golf. So, those exist. But definitely look at the SNES fishing games. That's a possibility. It might be after real fishing, it might just be Fishing Variety Hour. Or I might just play a game that has some fishing in it and like lean heavily on the fishing. Like maybe do a Friends of Mineral Town, Harvest Moon, like, maybe not fishing only run, but like, harvesting up until you get the fishing and see if you can kind of finish the game with only fishing. With maybe only crops to like, oh, you need these many crops to unlock that, or something. You know, like maybe fishing challenges in games to where fishing isn't like the main thing. But until then, everybody, I'd say take care. Let me see if I can find